sa team time trial, iba yung setup niya as compared to stage race or mass start which happened in the stage 1. Bawat team, i-release sila according to their designated time. Meron sila lahat pare-parehong interval which is 3 minutes. And then, nakukuha yung result kung ano yung register ng 4th rider doon sa isang team. So, in Tour of Luzon kasi, we have 7 riders, right? In team time trial, to be specific, only the 4th rider yung kukunan ng oras, not all the 7 riders. So, regardless if you have 5, 6, 7 riders, yung 4th man, kahit nag-cross na yung first 3 riders ng mabilis, still, yung 4th rider, yung kukunan ng time. So, kung ano yung nag-register dun sa photo finish or dun sa RFID ng 4th rider ng bawat team, yun yung magre-reflect na time ng buong team. Kung bakit tayo nagkakaroon naman ng relegation, no? The same with other races, may mga infringements din. And then, dun sa bawat infringement na ginagawa ng mga riders, merong kaakibat na penalty yon. So, for example, sa time trial kasi, bawal mag-feed from the team car. And then for team time trial, depende sa organizer kung magsiset siya ng feed zone or wala. But in this case, sa Tour of Luzon, dahil nga napakahaba ng ating karera, which is almost 70 kilometers and napakainit ng panahon, the organization decided to put a feed zone at the midpoint. So, ibig sabihin, kung saan lang yung feed zone, doon ka lang pwedeng mag-feed. You cannot feed your riders from your team car.